Dalen Terry came out in the Chicago Bulls last summer league game and proved a lot of his doubters wrong, at least for one game, and proved the point of why you shouldn't be so quick to write off young players as not NBA prospects, as a lot of you guys did. We're going to talk about the last summer league game and Dalen Terry's performance specifically right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host here, Haize. You guys can follow the channel right off the top at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the content for today. So the Bulls played their last summer league game against the Washington Wizards, and they won that game. And they played pretty damn well in that game, winning the game 90-85. But the story coming out of that game, more than not, is the performance from Dalen Terry. Dalen Terry, who shot the ball absolutely horrific for the large part of this summer league, decided to have his best game on the last summer league game of this run, going 7 of 10 from the field, 4 of 5 from three-point range, chipping in also 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, only 1 turnover on top of that, and scoring 20 points overall in the game. Dalen Terry flashed what we've been looking and wanting to see from him, right, in this. Now, I think people, have been too quick to kind of be knee-jerky in regards to Dalen Terry and kind of his progression and where he is and just him overall as a player. And it happens. I've done it before with players. Other Bulls fans are going to do it, and we're going to do it going forward with other players in the future. But this just proves why you should not try to write off players too early. We had a voicemail on today's mailbag episode and saying that, from Brian, who, Dalen Terry's not an NBA player, and look, used his summer league performance to really kind of solidify a lot of that. All I'm saying is this: just like a lot of the Bulls fans who have been naysayers for Dalen Terry are going to absolutely use it's just a summer league game. That has applied to the good and bad when it comes to Dalen Terry, but he flashed that he can and maybe has something that he can unlock with his shooting, and the confidence may be the thing. Do not overlook a player and their drive. I've said it before with Dalen. If any player is going to maximize on their potential, it's going to be somebody like a Dalen Terry who's just a dog, who goes out there, works, who does what needs to be done, and just takes care of the basketball. So, Dalen Terry has still tons of upside. And while a lot of Bulls fans have been quick to write him off and his abilities and what that may mean for the future of Dalen Terry, this may be a game that also puts a little chink in that argument. Now, it's up to Dalen to build off this. It's up to him to now use this to ride this momentum in training camp and really improve on what he's doing. Like, Dalen Terry's shot has improved. The mechanics of it have improved from when he came in the league. Now, he has not been as successful with those new mechanics, and that's something he's going to have to unlock. But as I've been saying with Dalen Terry, one of the things that he has always done in every preseason game is find ways to impact the game outside of just scoring. Dalen Terry may end up just being a role player at the NBA level. He may end up being that. Nobody's saying that otherwise as of right now. But all I'm saying is, let's stop trying to write the story on young players, especially based off Summer League, before they get an opportunity to really flesh out. Dalen Terry has not played very many NBA minutes at all, even as an 18th overall pick. And because of that, he's probably played more minutes in Summer League between last Summer League and this Summer League than he's played at the NBA level. So just allow it some time. Not everybody's progression is linear, and we have to stop trying to write and make these players bust or boom and without a large sample size. It takes some players time. And I understand, as Bulls fans, we're tired of taking time, right? I understand that mindset completely, but he's here now. And it may take some time to get the most out of Dalen Terry. Now, outside of that, we also had Julian Phillips in this game. He goes 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from three-point range. Still going through. He shot the 3 ball pretty well in this. He also chips in 2 rebounds, 1 steal, only 6 points overall, but had a plus-minus of plus 11 in that time and played some pretty damn good defense over that point in time as well. Julian Phillips has shown a lot of what could make him a prospect for the Chicago Bulls team going forward and as they continue to develop him. I don't know if he's going to get minutes right away, but Who's to say that he won't? And Julian Phillips had a pretty solid summer league as well. I think overall pretty solid one. Adama Sanago playing 18 minutes a game. I don't know if Adama Sanago has played over 24, 22 minutes at all in the summer league, but find a way to be a positive in that as well. 7 for 7 from the field overall, 15 points, 9 rebounds in this game, 1 steal, 1 block. He finds a way to impact the game as well. Adama Sanago is going to be one of the ones to watch in the G League absolutely this season. And I'm probably going to, you guys already know, I do plan to do the G League updates once a week, going over highlights, kind of some key performances from over the week, right? Risers, droppers, things like that. But overall, Adama Sanago, his summer league has been a fairly positive summer league as well. It has shown, some of the weaknesses in this game also, but overall, I like the way the summer league has gone for Adama Sanago. Now, before we go, we got to talk about Javon Freeman Liberty. So many Bulls fans hoping and wishing that he's going to get an opportunity to actually crack the roster, the main roster this season. He goes 8 of 16, 50% from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 50% from there as well. He also chips in 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks as well from Javon Freeman Liberty in this game, and 24 points, leading the Chicago Bulls in scoring, and for that matter, all scores with 24 points. Javon Freeman Liberty has been heating it up in Summer League thus far. That does not mean very much of anything for his NBA career, but we'll see what he can turn into if he has that type of, potential, and we'll see what I think a lot of Bulls fans are hoping that we can eventually be one of those teams that, has somebody that just develops throughout our G League system and eventually turns into a solid role player for us. And Javon Freeman Liberty could be that. I'm not saying for sure that he's going to be. Do I think he's going to be a star by any stretch of the imagination? No, he's averaged over 20 points per game in Summer League. Even if it was in G League, it still didn't mean as much. Hell, we have Carlik Jones, who won the G League MVP, and I am still not sold on him being a productive NBA player. But overall, Javon Freeman Liberty, at minimum, has earned the opportunity to at least get a training camp invite, to be on the G League team, to get a 2-way contract. Because I tell you what, if the Bulls don't offer it, it absolutely will happen to where another team offers it. And if he ends up turning into a role player, then, oh God, how Bulls fans are going to go off about that. So let's hope we're on the right side of history when it comes to Javon Freeman Liberty. Overall, other players in this game, Yogo Dos Santos has 13 points. He goes 3 of 5 overall from the field, 3 of 4 from three-point range. He also chips in 2 rebounds, 4 assists to go along with those 13 points. Solid night for him. You guys know, I do think he's probably going to stick around on that G League team as well. Henry Drell, not too much from him. Jonte Porter, who's shined in some games, not too much for him either. Same thing with Nate Darling. This was really a game that was led by some of the players that we have now hopes for that may turn into something even in G League or maybe a training camp invite. But overall, let me know what you guys think. I know this is a late night upload, but hey, it is what it is, man. I love you guys, man. Make sure you guys are following the show at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag episodes, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related because of you guys. And like I like to end every episode on, go Bulls. Love you guys. See red if you can, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.